So the entire hype thing is what? Like I associate with someone. If I like Jordan, then I will wear a shoe. If I like Virat Kohli, I'll buy that product.
It's all about comfort now.
Yeah.
Like people don't care anymore. Like they care about comfort. कि comfortable क्या है. If you are creative enough, then only you can get your own personalized sneaker, and it's a very big task. You don't know what you want.
Yeah.
0.5% people know what they want exactly.
There are like 20-30 steps in checking a pair.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of people can just smell and know if the pair is like fake or not.
If it's too perfect, it's a fake. अब मैंने sneakers 40,000 के पहने. I don't want to wear a H&M t-shirt.
Okay, so hello everyone. This is a brand new episode of Products of Future. And Products of Future was started with a vision कि हम लोग जो भी industries हैं, जो भी domains हैं, business areas हैं, we are discussing how they will be impacted with the onset of the next generation. So Gen Z and Gen Alpha, so to say, how are their buying preferences, their choices, their trends, their social media trends, how is everything going to impact the next generation of businesses and different industries. And we have a very interesting set of panel today and a very interesting topic in itself about the whole sneaker culture. So, while I think I am outside of the Gen Z generation unfortunately, but I consider myself to be fairly enthusiastic about the whole sneaker hype. And we have the pros here today. So we have Sanjay, Rahul and Arun with us, who have founded a very cool reselling retail space, so to say, by the name of Sneaker Cafe, which is right here in Andheri in Bombay. I would let you guys take the lead and tell first about what is Sneaker Cafe, and then we'll move on with the conversation.
It's Sneaker Cafe Mumbai, the entire brand name. It's a store in Warsaw.
Yeah.
So we have all kind of hype pairs. There are a lot of t-shirts also. So which Rahul goes to Singapore, Vietnam. We curate everything.
It's all handpicked.
Wow.
It's all handpicked. So the idea was to create a space where it's experience based.
Yeah.
We can sell curated stuff. And I know it's a very niche market, but the idea was to curate to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the overall. We are very new. It's been a year and few weeks now. Yeah.
And how's the response been? And you're here in Mumbai, where I think we are at the heart of hip hop in India.
Yes.
So that's where the whole sneaker culture comes from. So just how's been the response for this past 1 year?
No, we are really overwhelmed. We have started marketing recently, so we are only relying on our store before, and we did really good actually. It was very surprising for us. The collection of streetwear we have, it's very exclusive and only with us. They are very common brands like Babe, Essentials, Drew. They are with every other store, or you can find it on online platforms also. But what we did is we found the popular brands of the particular country.
Okay.
So we traveled there and we brought some exclusive stuff from there. So that collection no other store has.
Rahul is wearing Bad Rabbit.
I'm wearing one of the best t-shirts you'll ever buy.
Oh.
It's been 1 year and 2 months and still the same. The color, the print, everything is the same.
Tell me a little more about this
Yeah,
t-shirt.
so it's a brand from Vietnam.
Okay.
So it's a studio called Double Bad Studio.
Okay.
So they have two sides. One is cute side and one is hardcore. The cute one is called Bad Rabbit and the other is called Bad Habit. Yeah, so it's really nice.
very cool.
That's very cool. Okay, so look, since our podcast is about future, but let's take it from past, okay? And I'd like to talk about a past failure, like something that massively bombed. So, for example, we were earlier talking about this Adidas Power Play 2, sneaker, which was an amalgamation of technology and the sneaker culture. So they literally just put a microprocessor in the sneakers, which was supposed to adjust the cushioning as per the person wearing it. But it tanked massively, okay? It came out in 2015 and it was said that one, it was ahead of the time, and second, the technology wasn't ready. So now, almost 10 years later, 2024. So today, do you see AI or technology playing a role in the whole sneaker world?
Yeah, it's only possible if it's part of popular culture. So the entire hype thing is what? Like I associate with someone. If I associate with, like, if I like Jordan, then I will wear a shoe, right? If I like Virat Kohli, I'll buy that product. So if you have fancy technology, it might not click with the audiences because they are looking for a storytelling.
Absolutely.
Like, what do I identify with? So that aspect has to be there. So all hype pair necessarily have a story behind it.
More relatable.
More relatable, or you want, it's about exclusivity also. I want to associate with a certain brand or a name. Let's, like, maybe Travis Scott. So I want to wear that.
Yeah.
So that has to be there. Maybe with that Adidas shoe you was telling, I can't,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
there's no
it's
story,
so-
or
it
maybe
is
I
so
just
bad that you don't know
yes,
about it.
yes.
And I think it's similar हुआ ना, मतलब when they tried, and even us in the media space, we tried to play around with metaverse. Everyone
Yes.
did. And I think Adidas only did something in the metaverse. They tried to launch NFT collectibles of the
Yeah.
sneakers. That is the same story, right?
Yes.
It did not click. So I think it's the similar that the tech in shoes you think will not.
It can if the tech is famous. Like, let's say if
interesting.
if it becomes a talk of town.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be a cultural thing first,
Yeah.
and then people will follow the suit.
That's very cool insight, because I was about to move this to the culture aspect. So, do you think so? I have seen ki there are celebrities who are
Yeah.
sneakerheads, and you are a sneakerhead yourself, so you would relate. And do you think ki celebrities are going towards sneakers because they want to be relevant in the Gen Z audience? Yeah, Gen Z celebs देख के shoes खरीद रहे. Which way is
No,
it?
I think it's the
I-
opposite.
अच्छा.
Celebrities are wearing it because of the Gen Zs.
Exactly.
Because there are no Gen Z celebrities which you look forward to. Like in US, or like Taylor Swift is very famous, but we
Yeah.
don't have any alternative
Yeah.
in India.
Yeah.
Like we only have millennials or
Yeah.
like the older generation who are like famous. We
Yeah.
look forward to. There are no new celebrities in India. They are influencers, but you cannot call them celebrities who like you'll blindly follow them or like look forward to them.
Yeah.
So do you also see like this, because very rightly so, that we do not have Gen Z influencers per se in India, so do you also see like a market where maybe today, like we have Travis Scott or Kanye, who are launching in collaboration? Do you see celebrities from India also getting to the point where like we'll be seeing brands collaborating with certain celebrities and launching their own lines? And who would these celebrities in
I
Indian
think
scenario?
whenever it happens, it will come out of sport, I feel,
Okay.
first. Because, Virat Kohli is massive, or any, like, player in that sense.
But एक बात बताओ, because this is very interesting. Why do you say just sports? Like, मतलब what are you seeing in the industry? Because एक जैसे मेरा personal, because
Yeah.
I would say I'm more of a music
Yes.
lover than a sports lover. So मेरा हमेशा pop culture impact or my shoes or my clothes would come from hip hop more.
Possible.
Just for
Music,
an
of course,
example.
both music
But
and
do you
sport.
think sports is a bigger influence?
Yeah,
is what
because
you say?
the journey also matters, right?
Correct.
And now, what are the chances of becoming a Jordan? It's once in a life, or Muhammad Ali, or a Sachin Tendulkar, or a
Yeah.
Kohli. I mean, it doesn't happen every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And we watch them every day on TV. Our emotions are connected to them, and masses can connect,
Yeah. So
right?
it's more
And it's a global thing.
aspiration.
Yes,
driven,
yes,
basically.
aspiration, and you can relate with that person. So the chances of people buying that kind of shoe, or associating with them, is very high. And they're, of course, heroes, like, in that sense. A lot of people relate with that.
I'd love to see like Shah Rukh Khan launch a line
Yes, yes, and then-
collaboration.
So Shah Rukh has launched his own streetwear. His
Yes,
styles.
Yeah.
yes.
It's very high. You
Yes.
cannot buy it, and it's
Yeah.
very expensive also
Yeah.
at the same
Yeah.
time.
Exactly. So
Yeah. I mean, a progression to, obviously, an obvious progression to Davol would be a sneaker line for
Yeah,
the
possible,
Gen Z.
yes.
Yeah.
And also maybe we'll have to see somebody like Diljit do it, like you
Yeah.
said, like the
Yeah, I mean, they have a huge
icons.
fan base, so
Yeah. And
definitely there is a scope and market for it.
But it's very limited because it's in Hindi and or Punjabi. So you can only target India. You cannot influence the.
Western.
हाँ.
But इंडिया वाले पॉइंट पे एक इंटरेस्टिंग इंसाइट ये है, सो बिकॉज यू गाइज look at sneaker buyers day in and day out through the store and through the whole community. आपने इंडिया वाली चीज़ बोली, so do you see that the Gen Z या जो younger audience है below 25, below 21 also, they are more attracted towards international brands only? क्योंकि because there are so many Indian brands trying to innovate in this space.
Yes,
बहुत
yes,
सारे
definitely.
sneaker startups हैं. So is that like a insight?
I think it will take time, but international, it's doing well because they already have a legacy.
yeah.
like how do you compete with a Nike or a Adidas or Jordan or these kind of like Travis Scott?
Yeah.
So it's a journey, I feel. I mean, there will be a day when there will be a lot of Indian celebrities or sportsmen will be huge. So that market will be there, I believe.
So from that market evolution, what do you predict? Like one way is that Indian celebrities start collaborating with these global brands like Nike and Adidas, Puma and stuff. Or do you see Indian startups and Indian celebrities actually creating a whole different market?
Which is a possibility
What do you
now.
think is more likely to happen?
Definitely. And I think that will be ideal. if we can make our own brand and
Exactly.
why not?
I think like a lead in that aspect would come from people like you who are actually like progressing the sneaker culture here in
Not really us, because we are in a reselling business and it's a very different model. But I mean, who knows? One day, maybe.
And what's the future of the reselling model? Like, what are you, expecting that will happen?
I hope it's good.
So it has just started. Like we even haven't reached 5% of it.
Okay.
So peak is about to come yet. So we are just 5% there.
रीसेलिंग में ना एक aspect है which always intrigues me कि मैंने भी जब first time family said यार इतने पैसे क्यों खर्च करने हैं जूते पे, I took the Gen Z route and I said the easiest answer कि it's an investment. सब बोलते हैं sneaker is an investment, but is it really like is it reselling? Is it selling at a higher cost than I bought it?
Yes, it can be. Honestly, there are a lot of college kids who kind of managed to cop a pair at 15K and they are selling it at 80K.
Wow.
They save to buy.
So I mean, there are a lot of people who are making money out of reselling.
Yeah.
And
but आपने जैसे बोला they save to buy. We were talking about this earlier कि let's take a typical Gen Z who has just started working. In their monthly income of say 70,000, 75,000 for example per month, they are buying a shoe which is typically 20,000, 25,000. So what is the mindset behind it? Is it वो जो आप कह रहे हो कि we'll save to buy it because it has an investment opportunity, or is it just the hype culture कि Instagram पे देखा cool है?
Mostly just the hype culture, I think. Yeah.
Gen Z's बहुत अभी smart है, like we troll them but they are really
Of course,
smart.
of course,
And also they are very influenced by Indian culture.
Absolutely.
वो Indian brands को बहुत support करते हैं. Like हम लोग इतना नहीं करेंगे. Like if we are paying 6K, 7K तो we'll prefer कि हम कोई international brand ले लें. But these guys will buy Indian brands like Blue Orange हो गया, Jaywalking हो गया. They wear that also.
Yeah.
Okay. And beach mein like this, because the term came up, can like either of you just explain to me what really a sneakerhead is?
Let's establish
Who
it.
do you call a
What
sneakerhead?
is a sneakerhead? Let's start with the sneakerhead.
So basically, according to me, as I said, कि sneakerhead is like more of a collection. For me, it's not a particular pair कि ये pair होना चाहिए like LV. जरूरी नहीं आपके पास LV हो, Gucci हो या sneakerhead. It's like you have a collection of pairs.
Yeah.
For
And
me,
is
it's
it
like
also
that.
about knowing the shoes? Like I always think about it कि यार मुझे नहीं पता ये कौन सा मॉडल था या इसका हिस्ट्री क्या है, all of that. Is that important? Do you have sneakerheads at your store जिनको ये सब knowledge है?
Yes.
They are crazy.
So basically, I have one relative of mine जो बहुत ही ज़्यादा history and all everything वो खरीदते ही इसलिए कि हाँ इसके पीछे ये है, Chicago is like this, फिर University Blue is like this. So for me मैं ऐसा नहीं हूँ कि मेरे को ऐसा है कि हाँ भाई अच्छा है,
अच्छा लगा. Exactly. Same here.
बहुत अच्छा है यार, मैं इसको बोलता हूँ राहुल यार ये अच्छा ही ले लेता हूँ, ये बोलते हैं कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. It's like that. So for me it's like that.
And so what other cultures are you seeing around hip hop? So I'll give you, like I've seen in Bombay, like we have nowadays events which are like exclusively just about building communities around sneakers. So people meet up and then they form like small groups or large groups where either they can create like an exchange community, so they can share their sneakers, or then like people want to meet up and generally like develop similar tastes. So hip hop mein ya other clothing mein, because you also carry like different clothing. So what are you seeing? Like is there anything different that you
Even
see?
we are building community. Like we are building a gaming community as well.
Okay.
I think we have met almost all the professional Mumbai players and a lot of recreational players. Like we host a FIFA tournament every Sunday at our store, and winner gets a sneaker.
yeah.
So what we are doing is gaming into sneakers. So we are trying to build another community.
Yes. And it's interesting. A lot of people turn up. really like pros of gaming.
India.
Yes, it's madness. Like every Sunday.
Hey, let's talk about this community. आगे काफी cool है मतलब.
Yes.
How are these subcultures? मतलब जैसे gaming आपने एक बोला. I think one is hip hop, like we talked about. So how are you seeing these communities play out and impact the whole sneaker buying? मतलब थोड़ा और इस पे क्या?
Yeah, because gaming is connected to sneakers mostly. Like it comes from hip hop and the music, and it's interconnected. The chances of a gamer relating with a sneaker is very
all
high.
street culture,
We are college going kids, so
Yeah.
that is also very high. Then like at our store we do like comedy, stand-up comedy we have done. So we provide the space to a artist for free. Like they can come and perform. Then we do like film screenings also. Like a lot of our friends are in films. Like we all are actors.
Oh, interesting.
So we organize film screenings also. Like people come there. So our idea is to build a community as well. Like
And do you see this मतलब directly correlation है मतलब ये organize करने में और sales increase करने में?
of course that is also there definitely. Of course, if more people come to a store, and we are a new entity in that sense, so people will discuss, talk about it, they will put a story, and more people, because the first step of any business is awareness. So we are at that stage where more people should know about us.
And what is the मतलब bigger community culture क्या है? Like let's talk about Bombay, like where you guys also go and sort of display, participate, partner. Like, what's the bigger community around it? How's that scene?
I think it's really nice and people are really helpful. Like when we started, we didn't have much resources like how to do it. Like there were people who helped us and we help others also. Like if you want to start a business, please come to us. We'll 100% help you out. Like the industry and community is very, very helpful.
Yeah.
And like we were, I think, also talking about like the general age of people like that you're seeing in this. So what is it like? Millennials?
I think millennials have higher buying capacity and they buy more.
Okay.
And the people who are like 40-45, they can buy the most premium shoes. That's what I have
Really?
observed.
And are they interested in?
100%.
Yes, they have a lot of money also.
That's a very
At that
different.
They don't think twice before buying.
Ah.
Yeah. So millennial have to think.
Yeah.
Gen Zs have to think a little more. But the old people, like they come, they buy, they don't even ask the price.
Wow.
Like give me this, this, and this.
Is do you think like that's probably like their way of actually like staying younger? That's
the reason I buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to stay relevant.
Yes.
With the people in my office, younger colleagues that I work with. But
it definitely makes you feel in a very different way. Like honestly, I knew nothing about sneakers. When we opened the store, I had no clue. I still struggle. Like a lot of times, I don't know the name of basic pairs also.
Yeah.
But when I came in and I was like, what is this hype about? I bought one, then two, three. Then a lot of times what he'll do is he'll just buy pairs for us. He wants to sell it to customers. And if that pair doesn't sell, he'll give it to us. So he's like, I bought 3 pairs for you. I don't need it. No, you have
So you're
to.
accidental sneakerheads essentially.
Yes. So he's making people forcefully, like all our friends around us. So he'll just give them a pair.
I completely agree. So for me, for example, again, I had no interest or like understanding of the whole sneaker world. I've always worn like feminine shoes, and being a millennial, like that's something that I've always aspired for. Also, like a more beautiful looking shoe. But when like Pava started wearing these shoes, and I saw like people noticing, giving compliments, like, okay, this is something cool that I want to try, but let me like see what all is out there. And we've seen this whole shift where now it's become more acceptable also. Like earlier, it would be expected that if you're going to maybe like out for a dinner or a family function or anything, like
You'll have to dress up. And
you wear
even
heels.
office for that matter.
Sneakers are part of that. People are.
I cannot wear formals anymore. And formal shoes also.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's so great to see that today, like the sneakers are also so widely accepted that one, like they're the choice of like shoe either at a party.
लोग दिवाली पे पहन रहे हैं चोला पाजामा के साथ
शादियों में wedding लहंगा के साथ तो sneakers are a thing.
It's all about comfort now.
Yeah.
Like people don't care anymore. Like they care about comfort. कि comfortable क्या है.
Yeah.
But it is now about comfort, but it has definitely come from the whole celebrities adapting to this. Like
Exactly.
I remember a changing moment for like women in India probably wearing sneakers was when Sonam Kapoor wore these with her lehenga at her wedding. I think that just became more acceptable.
Yeah, see, that brings back to the whole conversation कि celebrities इसलिए पहन रहे हैं because Gen Z में cool है या Gen Z उनको देख के खरीद रहे हैं. Because I still feel that we are all, even including celebrities, we are following the trends that Gen Zs are setting, right?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you guys see that at the store as well, right?
And more or less, it's about relating also. Na? A lot of celebrities can relate with that story behind the shoe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, and they can definitely afford. So that also is an aspect.
Yeah.
A Gen Z person can also relate with that.
Yeah.
So the market is very niche in that sense. You know, it's about affordability also.
Yeah.
It's about like, you know, cultivated taste also.
Yeah.
So the chances of that also.
I think जो आपने शुरू में बोला ना, मतलब this entire thing more than celebrity endorsements, it's more about the culture and the storytelling. Like that's what the younger audience cares about. Like, you know, what's the culture, what's the story behind it, what's the community aspect. You know, I think.
And if nothing else, I think they create their own cultures.
Yeah.
If they don't adapt to it, like Ori also said that you're only cool if teenagers think you're cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, if because they created this whole vibe, so we've all gotten into the culture further. So again, matlab, driving this conversation to, you know, towards the future. So one aspect is like the collabs coming in, okay, but then also there is this thing about personalization. So what is like on that front that you're seeing, like how are people making shoes their own? Is there like a market for that in India?
Yeah, but you need to be very creative to get your own customized sneaker.
Okay.
Yeah, so like you'll have to copy something. If you are creative enough, then only you can get your own personalized sneaker, and it's a very big task.
Okay.
Because you cannot go wrong with it. Because people are going to judge with what you're wearing. Like
Right.
this is my creation. So
Exactly. So, but how does that work? Can you like maybe
Like,
give me
are
an
you
example?
getting those kind of requests? Do you?
No, but there are a lot of artists who are customizing in India, and we have, we have. So we just gave Imtiaz Ali a pair with Rockstar written on it.
Wow.
It's
So
trending.
you guys
It's a-
also customize?
Yeah, like we have a friend who does that for us.
Oh wow.
So yes, and there is a demand for it because you might come up with any like, you know, theme and
Right, because I thought this customization thing is still very new. Like,
No, it's not new.
it's
so you were
booming.
getting a lot of requests.
Yeah, it's booming. Yeah.
And is it higher priced than like obviously because it's
it depends
on
The
the
design and the
Yeah.
colors and all.
design colors. Okay, basis.
So it's not like a luxury thing anymore. Like a customized sneaker, you can get.
Like not a premium niche.
If you get a LV pay and get it customized, then it's a luxury thing. If you're getting a Samba or a A4, then it's more affordable.
Yeah, but there is democratization.
And
Of
I'm
course.
sure you get these requests more again from the younger
Yes.
set of audience.
And from a lot of business aspects also, like you have your own brand, you want something customized, personalized, so we do that also.
So
Oh,
it's
wow,
become
that's
part of the whole.
Yeah, like logo of your brand, you want it on your shoes, so we do that.
Are people really
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that?
We can get your portrait on your shoe.
Oh,
That's quite cool.
interesting.
Your signature, anything you do, we can get it.
Yes.
Wow.
So you're collaborating with like local artists to do this.
Yeah, he's very nice. Like he has given his shoe to iShoe Speed, Ranveer Singh.
What's
and
the, let's
many
give
more,
him a
yeah.
shout. What's his
Yeah, he's in Nigazm.
So I shout out to Nigazm.
Yeah, Hanil and Shubham, they are like amazing guys.
Okay, those are the guys, and Nigasm is the name of the
Yeah.
brand of the page.
Okay.
Interesting.
And another thing that I would like to know is because the younger generation is
This
a
is
lot.
the pair we designed for Imtiaz Ali. So, yeah,
Cool.
for Rockstar.
In the edit, we'll throw it on the screen.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So is it like you bring your own shoe and get it customized, or like you buy a
It
shoe?
weighs both.
Yeah.
Both way it works.
Yeah.
That is brilliant. I think
Yes.
like I did
So
not
this
know
this
about
brings me to a very interesting thing, and you being a sneaker head yourself as well. I mean, so I have a tab open on my phone for almost a month now. Like I'm thinking of when I'll take that plunge. But what's the scene about the mismatched shoes?
It's a personal choice.
Have you seen that also selling?
Yeah, multiple times.
Oh, that's
Multiple
also
times,
picking
and a lot
up,
of
right?
sneakerheads do wear it.
Yeah.
Like they wear two very rare pairs, but each in a different
Oh,
area.
yeah.
It's not like they'll buy one, they'll just buy the pair and
Oh,
mix
you
it.
have done
Yeah,
that?
I've done
Oh,
that.
he has done it. And what kind of like is it
More about fashion only, like it looked
Yeah.
different,
Yeah.
styling and all.
Puma released their football shoes when I was in college. I had one. Like one was purple, one was black.
Oh, that's so cool.
I think that's I think mismatched shoes is something that is picking up, and you know, I mean, this is going to be the next cool thing to do.
And it's very noticeable also when you wear something mismatched.
Yeah.
People are going to notice you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
एक जूता चोरी भी हो गया तो आप मैनेज कर
I think it's the poo version
That's
of कि तुमने दो अलग जूते पहने हैं, तुम्हें फैशन के बारे में कुछ नहीं पता.
Yeah, but what Sanjay said is a very आम आदमी version.
Yeah.
of it. तो चोरी हो गया.
मंदिर के बाद से एक ले गया एक बचा
Yeah,
है
एक
I'll
बचा.
mismatch.
I used to wear this in 2016-15 when I was
Oh,
not
wow.
into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of fashion. Because I love to style, yeah, वैसा.
या आपका भी एक जूता चोरी हुआ था.
मेरा नहीं.
नहीं तो ठीक है एक मतलब you guys would be collaborating with a lot of influencers, right? Like I'm sure.
So we have a lot of friends because we are from industry, we are actors.
Yeah.
They are kind enough to come to our store and just help us out.
Yeah.
So that is also happening.
Like
Who
you
are
should
more popular sneakerheads in the industry?
A lot of them. Vishaka, she is doing really well. She has done a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Or there are actors like Gulshan Devaiya comes to our
Yeah,
store.
you
Big
should, you
sneaker.
should
Big
say
sneaker.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
Gulshan
yeah.
is a regular at the
Yeah,
store.
yeah.
I've also heard
he's-
that Vijay Verma is a sneakerhead.
Yeah, he
It's a
is.
big
He's very big into.
Okay. Acha,
Yeah, go ahead.
so I was
Harshvardhan Kapoor, I did a film with him.
Jimmy Sheridan.
Oh, acha.
We were in same film Thar on Netflix.
Thar, yeah.
So I discussed a lot with him. Back then we didn't have a store, but I was not a sneakerhead back then, or not into sneaker also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is very big.
Interesting.
And it's only about buying your first sneaker.
Exactly.
Like if you buy one Jordan, one Easy, one Dunks, you cannot go back. You're not going to buy regular
100%
pairs
agree with
anymore.
it.
Yeah.
Or
100% agree.
downhill from there.
it's a dopamine hit also because once you buy like one pair and
Yeah.
people really start noticing that you're wearing sneakers.
Like I stopped my formal wears are I don't know where they are kept in the house now. I
Yeah.
mean office, parties, everywhere. Like it becomes you can't go back. That's a very cool, interesting insight because I see that it applies on me as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of bad financial decisions.
I know. But again,
Not for you.
like I said, I mean, I always say sneaker is an investment. अब वो कब realize
No,
होगा
it's
पता
an investment if you know about the sneaker and the culture. Like you'll have to research about it.
Yeah.
It's a deep study. You cannot buy a random sneaker and expect it to grow.
Yeah. Cop a right pair. Like
So tell us more about it. Now, like, what's the kind of research that should go into it? What should people do to sort of buy the right pair?
सबसे पहले तो ये पता होना चाहिए quantity कितना आ रहा है.
Oh,
That's the first thing. कितना भी बड़ा collab है and they have like endless supply तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला है उसका. It's
correct,
going to
correct,
sit on
correct.
shelf only.
and also किसके साथ
किसके
collab?
साथ
के
collab,
साथ
yeah.
हो रहा है?
That also
Like, what
matters.
are some of the popular ones which sold like hotcakes? मतलब आपने जो अपने store पे देखा?
I think Travis Scott, the Tiffany into Air Forces, they were crazy.
Yeah.
Now the new one is RTFKT. So it's a
yeah.
it's a gaming thing and Nike acquired them.
Nike acquired them. Exactly.
Yeah. So it's a gaming shoe. So a lot of gamers want to buy that shoe and it's a very good looking futuristic shoe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's like futuristic about it? Like it's the
It's the design.
It's just the design.
Ah, okay.
So you get a capsule with it. It sounds like an injection or boost. Like you're going to get some power, speed like that. But
Okay. So also, I was gonna mention this earlier that the new generation, the younger generation, is a lot climate conscious, right?
Yeah.
So like they talk about sustainability, climate action. So are we seeing something like that in sneakers also? Like
100%.
All-
so in what aspects?
like Adidas have their own. It's called Parley series.
Okay.
It's made out of plastic, ocean plastic.
Oh.
So जो भी ocean plastic waste होता है, they make the shoe out of it. And I have one of them. It's very comfortable also. And they have the 4D design. Like they have put some technology also and
Okay.
the waste management system. So
But is it like I mean sustainability like you said these shoes like do people again it's like tech वाला conversation ना कि मतलब लोग मांग रहे हैं या it's just comfortable and good इसलिए आप खरीद लो.
लोग
I think-
मांग नहीं रहे, but if it's available, they
They
prefer
prefer.
that.
And
They prefer that.
you want to feel good about that also,
Exactly.
that I am contributing to that cause.
Exactly.
But it always has to be driven from the company side, I feel,
Of
because they are
course.
big multinational companies,
Yeah.
right? If they take a decision that we will follow a certain, sustainably model, then people will buy it. But an individual cannot, I don't think, can decide that. But yeah, if the option is available, I'll definitely choose that.
Any more initiatives that you have seen like I know reselling which in the sneaker industry it itself is a sustainable choice like reselling your shoes and all of that but have you seen more such initiatives like more such demands
Yep.
मतलब
People
लोगों
are
से
now more open to thrifting.
okay
So it's not like they cannot afford it.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
people who can afford it also are thrifting.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that they can use it again and again.
correct
Buying a pre-loved item.
Yeah, pre-loved sneakers, clothing,
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
watches.
I probably the sneakers are actually leading the whole sustainable side when it comes to fashion because we've seen this more in sneakers than any other fashion item. And you're very right in saying that it should come from the corporations definitely and because it relates to the street culture, it relates to really like people's voice. This is where we can see a complete change coming in.
Right.
yeah
And people are willing to buy like expensive sneakers also if they are more sustainable.
Yeah.
Like there are certain people who will buy only things which are sustainable.
Yeah.
So and they are willing to pay the premium also.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
That's
right?
amazing.
Like,
So the Parley shoe is for 23,000 and its MRP is 23,000. Like it's a very expensive shoe,
Yeah.
but it's sold out everywhere
Wow.
because people do connect with it. Like they want that.
The whole cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
even like all the across generations.
Yes. I'd never seen a problem with that. I think
No,
it's
not
all
really.
most pairs are unisex.
Yeah. Most of the
Yeah.
Some colors are feminine, so
It's all about sizing. Like they don't have the sizing. If they have the sizing, I think boys are
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
wear
Yes.
that also.
Yeah,
But in
that's
your,
the problem with like girls. So like my shoe I can't find anywhere. It's like I have small feet. You need to make like.
but then that's a good thing for you because if a size is small, then it's very cheap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, you
Right.
can buy it from kids
section, yeah.
Kids section.
That we do.
Yeah.
That we.
Thanks. Really appreciate that.
They have
Yeah.
low retail and low resale value if you buy it from the kids section.
Okay.
But don't you see this sizing as an issue in your kind of business because you would have
That is the only issue we face. The availability, like how to get the particular, like if you are point sizing, it's difficult to get.
and then you would have to turn down
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
Interesting.
And the pricing varies a lot. If a size 8 and size 11 can be a difference of 20,000 also.
But why is
Maybe
this? Like,
It's just availability because
Availability.
it's difficult to cop a 9.5 size or a 11.5 or a 12.
Yeah.
So
or a 3.
So
3 is like
Kids section.
we don't count them. Like no, it's okay.
But एक बार बताओ, like sizing is one of the things, but with the whole online and D2C coming into picture, what sort of retail experience do you think? मतलब आपका कैसे अलग है या what additional do you have to do to sort of attract people, because you would also have a lot of competition from D2C and online, right? Like what do you see, how is the trend going?
It's very different because that is retail market, most
Yeah.
of it. Because
Yeah.
our pair which we sell, you cannot get online. It's impossible.
Right.
Like
Interesting.
yeah, I mean if the shoe is launching right now, in 5 seconds it'll be out. We always try and cop it on the day of
But
launch.
reselling में भी online अब हो रहा है ना, मतलब isn't it
Yeah.
big there also?
So that we also have our website,
Huh,
right?
I know, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that competition is different.
and to get an authentic pair, I think there are only like 3-4.
Yeah,
Acha.
like
Yeah,
big.
okay.
Yeah.
Most of them are like fakes. And there are high chances that you won't get your pair also. So they'll use your money and they'll like.
I think that's an interesting point because एक bigger concern ये है कि authenticity
Yeah,
का, you know, is a-
that's why we have a store. The main reason Rahul was doing it for 2-3 years
Yeah.
online. Then when we wanted to like scale it, our main concern was we need to have a store.
Yeah.
So people believe that if I'm buying a 40,000 ka pair, so I can go to a store and ask them ki why are you sending me a fake pair.
Interesting.
So authenticity is very very important.
Yeah.
So for me as a customer, like the one way of actually like saving my money and not getting into like a counterfeit product is going to your store.
Yeah.
What other things like I can do to maybe like just check?
Like there are these apps called check app. You have to buy certain credits and you can check it online.
Yeah.
Like you have to send their photos and they'll let you know
Oh,
that if the
excellent.
pair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
there are like 20-30 steps in checking a pair.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people can just smell and know if the pair is like fake or not. Rahul can do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not just the smell, but like smell is one of the main
Yeah,
criteria.
yeah.
If it's too strong, if it's not there. But if it's an old pair, so you cannot rely on the smell. So there are certain criteria like
And what are those like? Like tell us
like
more
this
about.
stitching. If it's too perfect, it's a fake.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Also, the sound behind the sole.
Yeah.
Sound behind the
Yeah.
sole. What's that?
Like you'll have to tap the sole and
Ah.
check like what now noise it's coming. It's sounding like a watermelon. It's a legit pair. If it's sounding like a coconut, it's a fake.
Oh.
Like, but you cannot rely on them. Like they
Ah,
are
so
one of
it's
the
a
ways.
combination
like,
of-
yeah, it's
combination.
one of
This is
the
like
One are made of like pasting, एक के ऊपर एक फोम को पेस्ट करते हैं, but
वो वैसा वाला है, वो डॉक्टर हाथ चेक करता है पहले कि ये होगा, फिर हम उसको चेकिंग के लिए भेजते हैं.
ऐसा लाइक कि उनका फैक्ट्री मेड होता है, लाइक उनका पेस्टिंग अलग होता है, साउंड में बहुत फर्क होता है.
Yeah.
Okay. हाँ, smell वाला ज़्यादा reliable नहीं है, एक बार पहनने के
No, it's just a starting thing. Yeah.
So we do not let people try the sneakers.
You cannot try.
अच्छा, at
You
your
should
store?
know
No,
your
it's a
size.
dead stock.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like you can't try at your, I can't try at your
no
store.
store or no online thing will return it. Like take returns or exchange your product.
If you want it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
No. If
You've
you
tried.
buy it.
Buy it. If you buy
There is
it.
no return.
So you guys also have no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no return, no
no
exchange.
return.
And why is that? Like,
Because once you wear the pair, it's a dead stock.
It's not a dead stock anymore.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So you should know your size. But if you are willing to pay the premium at the store, you can try it, but you'll have to pay the
And
premium.
do you also see that as a reason of people going back कि यार try नहीं करने दिया?
Yeah, sometimes.
of course,
Sometimes, yeah.
I'm sure.
But those who are into sneakers, they know that because they will not buy a pair which is already tried on.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, I need a fresh pair.
So that's where the
Fresh
store comes.
Yeah.
That's why you are paying the premium.
Yeah.
And if you find it a deal which is too good to be true, it's a fake.
Yeah.
Don't go for it. It's a trap.
Yeah, there are.
No free
It's a
lunches.
trap.
Yeah, they are selling like under retail, like
Yeah.
half of the price.
Yeah.
So it's
But let's go even a generation beyond, like because अब वो सारा cool culture जो आ रहा है that is coming from say below 18 जो अब तो 13, 14, 15,
Yeah.
16 से start हो रहा है. Do you also see audience from that age group and how they respond, what are their preferences, how is it changing?
Like they are very particular about the story of the sneaker.
I was
from this age.
that's a very let's tell us like
Yeah,
what
so
kind
they
of
need to connect it with the pair. Like so we have the Messi Sambas. So the Messi fans are crazy about it. And I think it didn't release in India. It's US only release. So a lot of people come just because they relate to Messi. And like we are getting online orders, store traffic just because of that pair.
wow.
Okay.
Like we were discussing earlier that storytelling is more important than any celebrity endorsement.
Yes.
Or
And I think they know much more about the sneakers than us.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
they read about it, like
Yeah.
what's the origin, how it
Yeah.
transformed.
Yeah.
I'll give you like a plug-in ka chance in the conversation. So you guys have more than sneakers at your store. You have other merchandise as well.
Yeah.
And so how do you see like this all tied up? Matlab, let's say like when you see people coming to your store, I'm sure like these people because they're interested in the storytelling or a particular vibe. So do you see like कि अच्छा sneakers खरीद रहे हैं तो जैसा आपने अपना टी-शर्ट का
Yes,
बताया
it's all
about
कि
to get
ऐसा
back to
and
that
then
stuff.
watches. So what is like a typical this customer like?
So if you're buying a shoe for like 40,000, you need to style it with something like more limited or more exclusive stuff.
Yeah.
So you will be buying something expensive like cargo, a jeans or a t-shirt which has to match your sneakers. अब मैंने sneakers 40,000 के पहले I don't want to wear a H&M t-shirt mostly.
Right.
Like it's a personal choice. But if I'm wearing a Travis Scott, like it's for 2 lakh or 3 lakh rupees shoe.
Yeah.
So I want to style के वो पूरा ऊपर से नीचे तक it has to be streetwear and very exclusive.
maybe Essential or Babe or our pair,
Yeah.
Bad Rabbit.
Nice.
But also there are people जो like me, मेरे को भी अगर if I'm wearing Travis Scott or something, तो बहुत लोग ऐसे हैं जो सिर्फ वो पहनते हैं, then they wear shorts and t-shirt normal, doesn't matter कौन सा brand है नहीं है.
Yes.
I
do sometimes.
Yeah.
कि कुछ भी हो, it's like कि sneaker अच्छे हैं, बहुत अच्छे.
Yeah.
It's like that.
So
No, I
matlab
relate with it
with the
because
that's
basics,
the
so that the whole
exception.
focus
It
is
doesn't
on.
care.
So the whole
I was about
focus is
to
on.
say, so I relate
sneakers.
with that more because एक बार अच्छा अगर जिस दिन best pair of sneakers पहना उस दिन I would go like anything कि यार
Yeah,
आज
anything.
तो
Yeah.
People want basic, but the premium, the exclusive basic.
And that all like the t-shirts which we have, they are streetwear brands.
Yeah.
And sneaker is also a streetwear in that sense, right? So that way it's connected.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's the same,
the style of it, the stitch, everything is different. Like it's more baggy or loose. So the chances of that you getting in a retail store is very less.
But I think ये pairing वाला जो आपने कहा कि that people would like to pair, ये शायद younger audience में ज़्यादा होगा, like the whole streetwear merchandise.
I think just younger in the sense like कि Gen Z, Gen Alpha. So for like I was telling कि I got into sneakers and like कि हाँ ये street culture अच्छा है, but now I can't pair it like with the feminine top or something like that. So I actually like made the effort कि found a Gen Z streetwear band like OWR.
Yes.
So like it gives me कि हाँ अब now it makes sense
Yes.
कि you're wearing you should give the whole vibe वाला. So I relate with what Rahul is saying.
Yeah. So let's do this.
Oh yes,
Fun
so we have a
exercise.
very fun segment that you will tell if it's fun or not.
It's back to school. So you guys have to go back to your school and we have a project
Can
for
we
you.
get the
Yeah.
whiteboard and marker? So okay, here's what you have to do. Okay, so you make a prediction now. So you'll get a marker. All three of you take your chances, and
Just
one of you just draw like a sneaker that you think कि ये कूल लगेगा, मतलब ऐसा फ्यूचर इसका फ्यूचर है ऐसा होना चाहिए, एंड देन यू ऐड एलिमेंट्स कि
yeah,
आप
like
हिसाब से
consider it more like a project कि अगर आप आज एक sneaker brand या sneaker retail या कुछ भी एक brand बनाते हो which is for Gen Alpha, like for kids who are below 18 right now, what would it look like? Like what would be the features?
Yeah.
कि because we were talking about it, right? कि वो लोग आके क्या मांग रहे हैं?
कुछ भी like go all out. आप क्या बनाओगे? What collabs would you do or whatever? Like you just add to this.
What would it look like? Like we were talking about, you know, कि वो लोग क्या मांगते हैं, उनके क्या preferences हैं. Like just based on that, what you think would be a...
Who has the best drawing amongst the three of you?
None of us.
Who has the worst? Who has the worst?
I think him.
So then you draw.
So you will draw.
But
Draw a pair which you think is the future
and then
of.
we'll take turns and they'll add to it.
so I'll draw.
I think Gen Alpha will focus more on the comfort also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll add pointers to that then.
हाँ, so you
मतलब
add pointers.
एक
They don't care
like वो
about branding
Adidas
also.
जैसा cushioning add कर दे थोड़ा processor.
like you still.
So I just have to draw a pair, right?
Yeah, any pair you think is
More
shape.
comfortable, yeah.
Yeah.
Your own design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I was talking about when I was talking about the customization.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you don't know what you want.
Yeah.
I think 0.5% people know what they want exactly.
What they want exactly. Yeah. I think mostly it is
Most
like
of them it's inspired. Like I want the Iron Man thing. I want this. I want that.
Yeah.
So it's I don't call it customization.
yeah.
It's
Like
just
you take maybe you take a pair
it's
and then you just
inspired.
build
Inspired.
on
It's
top of it.
aspirational value. Yeah. But do you also think, like, since we are doing this exercise, like, don't you think कि अभी भी at this point for kids who are below 18 and looking to be a part of the sneaker culture, like technology will at some point in the shoe.
I think we lack technology in the sneakers.
You think?
We are very behind. The
Yeah.
technology we have currently, I think we are 100 years back in the technology.
For
the
example,
sneakers.
like how?
Like Jordan 1 is the most popular one.
Correct.
But it's not a comfortable shoe. Even for the basketball, I can't relate Jordan कैसे पहन के खेलता होगा उसको. And he was the legend. अगर उसको
Yeah.
आज का कुछ comfortable shoe दिया होता तो what would have
Yeah, what would he have done?
Jesse,
Yeah.
like which is one of the most comfortable shoes that you
I think the
sports.
LeBron James one, the latest ones, these are more comfortable. The new shoes are more comfortable.
Okay.
But the old shoes weren't. And those guys did crazy stuff. उस
So
shoe में
like,
भी.
I think आप ये भी सही बात है because you know we always think of technology in the shoe as कि AI आ गया, कुछ microprocessor आ गया. Technology is also the whole design
Yes,
and
yes, of
increasing the
course.
comfort of it.
Yes, yes.
Like how they are, you know, creating new age shoes.
Like Easy is really comfortable because
These are more comfortable than
for-
Jordans.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what do they like average retail for Yeezys?
The retail is like 23,000 for the V2 ones, 350. But they goes up to like 50k also, 60k
Certain
also, depending
pairs.
on the pair. But the prices have dropped drastically right now, so you can buy a very good pair of approx 25-30k.
Yeah.
Some are under retail also.
And what is the split like for younger audience? What's the split that you see for EMI
मैंने एक जूता
and
बनाया
full payments?
And जूता
अरे ये तो
yes.
ये तो वर्स्ट ड्राइंग नहीं है इनकी यार, ये तो काफी अच्छा है.
Hidden talent है, you guys don't know.
We are launching this pair
Yes.
next month.
Okay.
Let's
so,
add.
So now they'll
So
add
Arun has
Yeah,
drawn
Arun
like
का
the
मैं सबको
basic
display कर
design.
देता हूँ.
Yes.
Yeah, please guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you get to
This is
add.
good, yeah.
Yeah, this is quite good.
You're
Yeah.
talented, sir.
आपने discover.
मैं थोड़ा खराब करता हूँ इसमें. What should I do?
You add like
I
whatever
think I'm
design or comfort.
What I really like every shoe should have is like really good cushioning, because then it's worth wearing it entire day.
Yeah.
I have fallen out of love with few pairs because of the comfort issue.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So I think that is very important. So I'll go with
Call
this.
out some shoes which are not comfortable. Like said that the earlier Jordan were not. They're like.
A lot of Nike Dunks
Jordans
also
which
are
are
not.
not comfortable. You cannot wear them for more than
Yeah.
3-4 hours.
Yeah, Jordan High, many of them are. Yeah. You can't wear it for 12 hours and walk a lot, honestly.
I mean that.
But they are lifestyle shoe. It's like you know,
Yeah,
just
like
want to
they are
wear
like
it.
party.
Yeah,
shoes,
yeah.
Yeah, but I think like I mean you should be. That's the whole point of like actually switching to sneakers, right? Like
Yeah.
a more comfortable shoe. So
Not
It's
yeah,
a choice and
yeah.
comfort is very subjective. I have
Yeah.
seen people जो बोलते Jordan तो बहुत ही comfortable है and वो सब है.
Yeah.
They wear
Yeah.
it all the time, but I don't find it comfortable.
कुछ और
So
try नहीं
basically,
किया
Jordan shoes are more of playing, like it's a sports shoe.
Yeah.
Correct.
आप basketball खेलते वक्त पहनो, it's like that. You can't wear every day.
And you
But
can't
because of
It's
the
not a
fashion
walking
and
shoe.
because of the,
Yeah.
because of the fashion and the hype,
Yeah.
people are wearing.
People are wearing. Correct. Yeah. Those people are.
And because of Michael Jordan, yeah, same.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Actually, so this celebrity wala, because you mentioned Yeezy, we were discussing earlier, na. So tell us like how the celebrities' personal image or like their personal handling of themselves affect the brands.
Yeah, I mean, if you are then you are a brand. If you are a celebrity, you are a brand. and if the brand doesn't, if they do a misstep, they will be held responsible, right? And choices, because the companies will kind of fall out with you. Adidas pulled out, right? So the brand is now dead in that sense.
And I think ye also relates with that aspect we were just discussing, right? Ki Gen Z and Gen Alpha care the most about the storytelling.
Yes.
वो story ही खराब हो जाएगा तो वो product ही खराब हो जाएगा.
And perception is everything, right? So and when you can afford certain thing, you have money, you care about these kind of values.
Exactly.
And it's not about needs also. It's not roti kapda makan. You are going above that.
Absolutely.
So then the aspirations are high. You expect bigger things from, and it should be like that. I feel. I mean, if you are in public life, then
like some words that
you should have higher standards.
What will
also.
Gen Alpha want from their sneakers?
Because you are a role model for a lot of people in that sense.
So one side is that definitely like the ethical side of it, like you said, that you because you are a role model, you need to carry yourself in a certain way, and that also affects how the product perform. But there's also the flip side that you mentioned earlier, right? Ki अब वो limited edition भी हो गया है, so it's selling actually for a higher price. So is that like a marketing strategy that people are adopting? कि कुछ ऐसा
not
like
necessarily. You won't do that kind of controversial where your company will shut down or like the brand is discontinued. The hype will always help, be it negative or positive. It can work both ways. But I mean, you have to be very careful.
Before we close, I think most importantly, like this exercise, for example, is one about the future of how will it look, how will the next set of sneakers will look. But for you in the retail space, from a Sneaker Cafe Mumbai perspective, like what does the future look like? What does catering to next set of audience looks like?
I think people are getting more interested in streetwear t-shirts also. So we are planning to open a chain of apparels also very soon. We are working on the designing aspect.
Interesting.
So that is also there. Yeah, because most t-shirts brands are cookie cutters. Like if you go to a big brand, it will be same, right? And a lot of people want to stand out. They don't want to wear the same t-shirt and show up in a club and there are 10 people are wearing it. So that also is a very big concern.
The uniqueness of it.
Yes, uniqueness.
So
because now the culture is shifting to individuality, right? Like 10 years back, people were like, okay, everybody has that, I want that pair. But now people want to, so the reason of all the hype of sneaker going down is also that, because people are more individual now. They are making very informed choices. They are not blindly following just okay, somebody is wearing or this culture is there. So they're exploring those options. Okay, I want to be an individual, I want to stand out, I want to make the customization of shoe is also part of that. I want to a certain pair which is my customization. So it's that.
So you see customization in itself growing.
You can see this trend also, like people were more into K-pop, बहुत common हो गया. Gen Z quit it. They were more into other stuff, common हो गया. They quit it. Now everybody is into F1. जब ये common हो जाएगा, they'll quit that also. They'll find something niche.
So constantly niche and new cultures popping.
It's everything.
That's an amazing.
It's a very nuanced. It is. Like
because I think one thing that it hints towards is that every subculture or every trend is very short-lived, basically these days.
Till the time it's exclusive.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think this also reflects in the fact that अब सब कुछ 30-second, 60-second reels पे है. Everything is getting shorter. So our attention span.
So a lot of good streetwear t-shirt brands, what they do is like they'll do a drop of 500 t-shirts only, and it will never release again. So that's why they are selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, we're talking about
this is the only pair which will never come back.
Exist.
There are only 500 t-shirts. We'll never we'll never do it again.
But I feel like that's also, more sustainable, right? Ki at least like your small batch productions and
But the reason behind that is not that. The reason behind that is that
It's a strategy.
Be the part of those 500 people.
But hopefully like it will lead to
like this is the business side of it. For you as a sneakerhead, like what do you see the next set of, like what's the future? Like what are we looking forward to?
It's great. And ये continue होने भी वाला है, and more of like if you see Drew Essential in clothing, they are famous, and then again Babe. So basically it's going to more on that side ki hype is always there. And Gen Zs are following that.
Correct.
Correct.
And what are some brands that we should give a shout out to, or what are some good sneakers that people should look forward to?
Bad
I
Rabbit.
think On Cloud in sneakers, they are really, really comfortable.
Okay.
And they are running shoes, but they are stylish also, and they are the most comfortable shoes. And New Balance.
New Balance.
So New Balance is again because of the comfort.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't look that great,
Yeah.
but they're basics. But they were called uncle shoes before, but now they are in the trend.
They're
Power
getting
Stan first,
some of
they actually called them.
some of them are hype pairs now.
Yeah, very high.
Yeah,
You won't be able to
pair
copy it.
from 1980.
1980,
New Balance.
yeah.
They are getting hyped.
And any shout out to Indian brands, like should we know more
Masaro
about?
t-shirt
For the
brand.
t-shirts,
For t-shirts,
Yeah,
sneaker
merchandise,
culture.
everything.
like
Yeah.
we haven't tried any Indian sneaker yet.
Okay.
We were in talks with
Comment.
Comet is
Really
but
very
it
well.
was-
they are doing really well.
Yeah, they are doing
reasonable and
Yeah.
people can
And their
afford it
designs are
easily.
good.
Yes.
I
it's
like some
very
of
much inspired from like
Yeah.
Bape.
Babe.
Huh, correct.
So Bape Star, and they have the same logo. So we had Bape at the store, and so we we cannot put that in the same.
But
Interesting. Yeah.
everything, everybody is inspired from somebody else. So yeah, let's.
Like we said, like it's the whole inspiration culture.
Yes,
anyway.
yes, yes.
Like, you know.
Okay.
But
So
we
we-
are in
really
the
like
same
that.
world, so everyone should grow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So we're done with this. Rahul, could you read out like the things that you've added?
I have added cushioning everywhere.
Okay. You really are seeking some comfort.
And we'll have
Yeah.
Rahul read
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, so it has to be comfortable,
Yeah.
stylish, but yet subtle. No branding, no like big logos. It
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
be. It's have some essence and style. Okay, समझ में आ रहा है कौन सा brand है, but not the bigger logos.
Yeah.
It has to be have some story behind it. कि क्या है, क्यों बनाया है, and has to be sustainable.
Yeah, that's great. So just one last thing, could you just add your signatures to this board? So what we're thinking of doing is that we will like take a picture of this, and we will actually keep adding it to our Hall of Fame in every episode, and we will review it at the end of 1 year that how has your predictions come real. Like
This is our coffee mug.
yeah. Yeah. So you
let's
get to
take a-
add your signatures
Yeah, and
to
let's take a
your
picture
prediction.
together with the
Yes.
board.
And you can add your points also if you want.
I'm good.
आप शू के ऊपर भी कर सकते हो, आपका डिजाइन.
Yeah, आपका तो ये signature design हो गया.
I'll sign it.
Yeah.
पता चला एडिडास से डील मिल गया उनको.
क्या?
पता चला एडिडास से डील मिल गया उनको.
So my favorite pair is called Easy Foam Runners.
Okay.
They look very
I'll sign you.
different and unique. So most
Ugly.
of people he calls it ugly, but I love them. Like it's very alien type shoe, and it's the most comfortable sneaker I have ever worn.
Okay.
Like I can wear them for days.
So we'll just put like a picture of this.
Yeah,
up
foam
and-
runners.
yeah,
Yeah.
for
So
everyone
the
to
more
see.
you wear them, the more comfortable they get.
That's
So my pair is like 18 months old, and now I don't feel them when wearing it.
That's
It's a very light pair.
So I've been traveling to
Does it
countries.
have like कुछ
Foam
all
runner.
over?
Yeah, it's yeah.
and
Really?
It's
made of
only
foam and algae.
Okay.
And it's too light.
Yeah.
It's too light to wear.
So that's like really sustainable then, like if it's made of algae.
Yeah.
Cool.
So let's get a picture together.
Okay, so actually you've actually signed this shoe, na? Very cool, yeah. Very
Looking for an exclusive deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like maybe we can all like have a picture with this.
yes. आ जाओ.
All of us are coming.
Yes.
Yeah.